Lookism. At this point, I've made like a good amount of freaking videos. You guys have been liking my real-ongs. You definitely have been liking my disrespectful moments, which are, let's say, the disrespectful moments are still gonna keep going. Like, I'm gonna be honest. The disrespectful moments, if you thought any of these was, like, nothing could get any worse than this, then you, my friend, are wholly mistaken. It could get worse. Anyways, so I've been doing a lot of Lookism videos at this point, and a lot of you guys, again, have been enjoying them. I guess I want to touch upon one discussion about Lookism that a lot of people, I don't think a lot of people have been talking about, but mostly to raise up the question is why people have dropped Lookism for a brief moment in time. Now, a lot of people, like, don't get me wrong, some webtoon comics, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Tower of God, God of High School, a bunch of them. Like, some of these damn comics kind of go drag on with some of their arcs, and I do not blame them if they, like, drop it sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it's super freaking long, and half the time you want to get to the good shit. You want to get to the good stuff, the good stuff. But when it comes down to Lookism, I think I can only summarize to one reason why people, like, dropped Lookism kind of hard, or why people didn't, like, you know, stick around with Lookism during the second half. Because, again, like I said, the first half of Lookism and the second half of Lookism are two different freaking things. The first half of Lookism is basically Morley, which pretty much, again, which the anime, which is going to come out in November 4th, which means which is a few weeks from now. I'm pretty sure for the summarization of season 1 is mainly going to pretty much consist of just Daniel getting accustomed to his body, and I was going to say get some character development when it comes down to Logan Lee, but I don't know about that one, Chief. Like, I'll probably save that one for season 2 if we're being lucky here, because that one deserves, actually, it would be actually kind of crazy if it will end off in season 1 with that season finale, with Daniel basically coming to terms with himself and his character and all that stuff like that. But with that, we'll pretty much go into a lot of rushing. And again, like I said, even though that most of the first half is just basically Daniel being accustomed to himself and pretty much, you know, little slice of life moments. The second half is much, and the second half is like a lot more meaty. The first half, with how God of High School, I'm basically like, you know what I'm saying, constantly just rush shit of season 1. I'm hella scared for Lookism. Well, granted, Lookism's on Netflix, so there is some. I'm being very optimistic here. I could kindly say that Lookism might get around like 26 episodes, give or take, 26 or 24. That is like a good chunk to an extent to pretty much like give us like a good, like, you know, pretty much like, you know, flesh out most of the characters out, which is Daniel, Zach, Dooley, all of them, stuff like that. And then by the end of the season finale, will probably be like Daniel Logan's face off, which, again, like I said, if that happens, yes! I'm sorry, but the character development that was delivered, I just love to see it. Okay, I just love to see it. But anyways, yeah, all that is pretty much like explanatory. But like I said, I'm getting completely off topic. Like, the first half and second half is pretty much just like, it's night and day. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting completely off topic here. But the first half and second half are pretty much night and day, basically. The first half is basically, again, like I said, slice of life, you know what I'm saying? Daniel getting accustomed to his body and stuff like that. It's the second half where all the crazy shit happens with the gang war and all this craziness. Like, bro, it's basically, you know what I'm saying? It's not basically based off of, you know, where the series was already on with, looks matter and vice versa. Like Hammer's close to home, that society when it comes down to like looks and stuff like that. That's how the story of Lookism pretty much all started. Where in this whole scenario and story that looks in a grand scheme of things kind of freaking matter. And if you don't got good looks, you know what I'm saying, you kind of falling off the horse here and pretty much don't got like so many opportunities and, you know what I'm saying, all this other great shit of being handsome and attractive. And Lookism pretty much hammers it home in the first half. In the second half, it's pretty much doing what's, you know, like kind of like, I would like to say goes deeper in depth of how shitty society is. But bro, it's just fucking crazy, nigga. Like, out of all the series, out of all the like the trueness when it comes down to, like, you know, with how society is with looks and all this stuff like that, Lookism for the first half hammers it close to home, and True Beauty are like the two things. And it's actually kind of crazy. Again, like I said this multiple times beforehand, but both Lookism and True Beauty both got like live action like series, which is again freaking crazy. But I digress. But anyway, but yeah, like the second half of Lookism, like when you start, it basically gets so fucking crazy. Like as soon as Daniel gets his ultimate massive character development and buff, where pretty much he's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about Logan, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm my own nigga, right? And vice versa. Like, Daniel, more than less, pretty much becomes, you know what I'm saying, like, his own person, you know what I'm saying? He's just, pretty much, is more concerned of the greater threat, which is basically taking down, like, the 4 crews and all of that and such. Which is, again, kind of crazy, but you know, it is what it is. But that's like the meat and beefy and, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So I kind of see why people kind of like dropped it off, because Lookism was kind of like getting to a point where it was no longer on that main focus. It was mainly, more importantly, it was diverging and pretty much subtly pretty much going deep into the lore of the 4 crews and all this other craziness, which, again, I'm all for it, you know what I'm saying? Like, like, the whole 4 crews arc or saga wouldn't pretty much be much of a freaking thing if, you know what I'm saying, if, you know, the career didn't continue doing, which, again, the career continued doing it, and he kind of realized that the fight scenes in Lookism was also pretty much top tier in every sense of the word. Like, it's pretty much close to Baki type shit, but, you know what I'm saying? Which, by the way, I'm about to start a fucking war in a minute. I'm about to start a whole freaking war as soon as possible. I'm pretty sure I've already, like, dropped the video already, considering my upload schedule, but, yeah. Let's just say, you guys definitely gonna see something on the horizon with a freaking certain debate that I got cooking, okay? If I haven't already uploaded, I'm pretty sure y'all pretty much already know. But anyways, that's pretty much it. I think that's pretty much like the main reason why people dropped it off. But what do you guys think? If you guys did drop off Lookism, if you was reading it, what was your reasoning down below? Was it similar to the reason I just brought up, which is pretty much like, you know what I'm saying, the differences and pretty much like the main focus of the story kind of like diverge into this whole crazy with the 4 crews? Again, I'm all for the 4 crews shit. Like, this is fire, but again, I digress. But anyways, like this video, comment down below, share this video across social media if you can, and subscribe if you're new to my channel. This is Black signing out. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace!